how do you kind of avoid that temptation to butt in and make it all about you as opposed to making it all about those great stakeholders?
Well, in a coaching process, you got the process and you have the content
Right.
that the coach brings to it. I've talked a bit about the process, the
Right.
Stakeholder Centered Coaching process. The content, I think each coach has to know
Right.
what's their subject matter expertise.
Right.
And I think Alan Mulally came from Boeing to a car company. People sitting in front of him, senior vice presidents, knew more about a car company.
He can't tell them what to do.
He can't. So now I think when people ask me, what kind of coach are you? I say I'm a leadership and communication coach.
Right.
Well, I'm not a life coach. If what you do helps you in your life, great. And so there's no real discipline out there of what kind of coach you can be. So I tell people, I don't even say executive coach. I'll say I'm a leadership coach. I help people get better at leadership skills and communication skills. So I look at what I've done for 30 years, from situational leadership. I've taught conflict management, decision making. I teach argumentation. So these are skills I know I bring. So you have to know when to make a suggestion.
Right.
And one of the things I do, I'll ask permission. I'll say, can I give you a suggestion? I'm big on asking questions to see where they go. But I think you would agree, you got a busy executive in front of you. This is not, let's be Carl Rogers and ask questions forever. If you can help somebody, send it out. The little emails they do. I'm not going to make some senior executive fumble around over the email that he needs to send out to stakeholders.
Right.
So you need to be able to blend. What do you make them do? I won't tell them what they should work on. They're going to have to ponder that 360.
Sure.
I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to push back. What do you see as the benefits to this?
Good.
And they're going to have to tell me why they want to get better.
That's a great observation. I just got a LinkedIn message yesterday. A person asked me some topic about some macro level thing. And I just sent a note back and I said, I am not an expert on that topic.
Yeah.
Well, he sent me another note back like, you're being evasive. You should answer that question. I said, no, I really don't have to answer that question. I don't have to answer any question, number one.
Yeah.
I've never met you. And number two, I always tell myself, if I'm not an expert on this topic, why am I speaking? Why am I talking?
Right.
If anybody in the world could answer a question as well as me, why am I talking? And back to my friend Alan, who led Ford so well, when people would come to him with problems, he would always fight that urge to just start talking, especially as a CEO.
Yeah.
If you start talking, then they do what you say. And he would fight that urge to talk and just listen and then say, all right, who is the best person qualified to solve your problem? And what I love about stakeholder-centered coaching is, let's say you're my stakeholder. And I get feedback that says, I'm not doing a great job of listening. Well, as a coach, we can give a person generic advice on how to be a good listener. It's probably good advice. On the other hand, that's not what matters. What matters is, what does listening mean to you?
Yeah.
And the best person in the world to tell me what listening means to you is you. The best person in the world to help me listen to you is you, not some outside person. And what I love about the way you manage this entire process is of all the coaches I work with, you're definitely one of the best at keeping that clear focus. So what are we here for? Follow a process. And it's like the doctor going in for a surgery. The nurse has a series of questions from a checklist, and if the doctor goes through the questions, they do better. Well, I think you're like that. You really are very disciplined in sticking with the plan.